Howdy peeps, and welcome back to the channel. Today, a quick look through, review, blah blah whatever, of Tamiya's 124th Mazda rx7 efini. Now this is a venerable kit. This is even older than the Evolution or the Lancer. This is a 1992 kit. So without further ado, let's have a look at inside and see what we find. So we have usual Tamiya boxing, so pop everything to one side and start having a look-see. First job, get rid of the staple. Now this is part of what is excuse me, commonly known as the Bretland effect. Basically it's got me interested in building some cars. So let's have a look at the body. Considering, yeah, I mean it's a 26-year-old kit, so it's starting to get a little bit fluffy around some of the edges. Nothing we can't see to when we're clearing up the seam lines, which don't look to be too many, he says. There are, let's zoom in a little and maybe we might even be able to pick them up on camera. There we go. So we have two seam lines running across the roof and down the front, just below the headlights, across the roof and down the back as well. But just a quick rub with a sander and that'll disappear. Other than that, it's straight. Looks like an RX7, which one of my favourite looking cars anyway. And you got to enjoy something that gives you the opportunity, whenever you talk about it, to say the word wankle and it not be remotely offensive, because you're talking about the type of engine it has. I will be putting these back in the bags because I won't be getting around to building it quite yet. Oh. Now, oh, come on, where'd the staples go? There's one. So the RX7 was one of my favourite cars in the many driving games that I've played over the years. And so, as it was silly cheap, well, I say silly cheap, I think it was £14, so it's, you know, even if I just chuck it together and make a really rushed bad job of it, as long as I enjoy it, 14 quid is 14 quid. It's you know, I think, well, 13.97 I think I paid. So we have bonnet, brakes, either front or rear suspension, dampers, windscreen wipers, exhaust, wing mirrors, rear window wiper, and a couple of other little bits and pieces. And as usual, Tamiya, I mean, these kits are going to be basic. You're not going to get finesse of detail. I mean, yeah, we've got a few ejector pin marks on the back of the brake discs, but who cares? And the bottom of the bonnet, but that'll be glued in and glued shut because this doesn't have an engine. This is what they call a kerbside model. So just has what detail you would see from the underside rather than the engine and everything. And we have our chromey sprue with the 4 wheels and the 2 wing mirrors. And yeah, typical Tamiya chroming. It's not too bright, it's not too dull. It's got a nice sort of semi-satiny finish to it. And yeah, They look like wheels, a nice spoke design. That'll do the job. And next bag. So I've bought a couple of car kits lately, so there will be a few car kit reviews coming up on the channel. I've not got anything, you know, new, shiny, recent releases or anything. They're all older type kits in the main, I think. So we have 2 black sprues, one of which is the main chassis, the 2 seats, rear view mirror, gear change or gear shifter, and steering wheel. As we can see, underside, it's got enough detail. It's it's not too bad. Look okay when it's painted up. The seats look fairly nice, and the steering wheel is kind of round and wheel-like. And as usual, we're looking now. There's well, there's a little bit of fluffy flash around the edges of some of the parts, but considering we're looking at a 26-year-old mould, it's in remarkably good nick, I think. And the final coloured parts sprue, we have the rest of the suspension parts, diff and drive shafts, skid pan, dashboard. Looks pretty nice. Nice moulded detail in there with a CD player and all the little vents. And the interior tub, fairly plain, got a couple of speakers, a little bit of texture to it, but that won't probably get much more than just a coat of matte black. Pretty much it, because I think these had a black interior in them. Or I might make something up and go tan or something like that. Yeah. Nothing too spectacular. Tyres and polycaps. Seal bag, I'll leave them in there for now. Do we have a maker's name on them? Advan? Yeah, not bad. Although it's got 2 A's, I think. And the sizings. Tread pattern looks nice. Bit of a centre seam. Soon trim or sand that off. And the polycaps. Then we have the glass parts. And the decals. Before the obligatory wander through the instruction manual, where did that staple go? There, in the bin. So I have the rear windscreen separate, have the front and side windows as one, rear light cluster, and all the various front lights. I mean, not too thick, they look okay to me, especially with the detail on the rear window of the demister. Yep, certainly no complaints there. And then we have a teeny tiny little sheet of decals, decals, whichever you want to call them. Just some number plates, sun visor, and badges and speedo dial and that kind of stuff. I'll get back in the bag, you awkward beep. There we go. Self-censoring out swearing there. So yeah, and a small and basic decal sheet. Can't really see a huge amount of issue with those, as long as they don't do what older Tamiya decals can sometimes do, which is just shatter when they hit the water. We can always leave things like the number plates off if the decals do show that tendency. And zoom me back out again. Let's go through the instructions. Ooh, there we go. So, bit of bump about the car, as usual. The leg ends, what to do, what not to do, what tools to use, paint call outs in obviously Tamiya. Starting out with rear suspension drivetrain going together, checking that in the bottom of the chassis, exhausts on, front suspension goes in, wheels and tyres don't go on yet. And popping the interior together, again it all looks really basic and simple. And painting up the windows, assembling the parts into the body, bonnet and all that stuff going on. I will glue the bonnet and stuff on before, well the bonnet will go on before I paint it. Maybe the wing mirrors too, obviously the clear parts will go in afterwards. Rear lights going in, how to put decals on, and the main body colours. If you wanted to be correct, they were in vintage red, yeah red, not reg, brilliant black, silver stone metallic, Montego blue mica and competition yellow mica. Only the black interior is available for the Type R. Detail painting is called out, blah blah blah. So, one of Tamiya's older offerings, a simple kit to put together. Anyone could throw it together. It's not going to cause anyone any difficulties build wise. Would I recommend it for the price? Absolutely. 14 quid these days doesn't get you an awful lot. So I have a model that's, yeah, okay, it's not going to take you long to build it, but no, gloss paint is always interesting. And getting a nice shiny finish. So pounds per hour, yeah, definitely worth it for entertainment value. And I say no idea when I will be building this, but as I say, I liked rx7s. I saw the price and I went, yeah, click, add to basket, job done. Anyway, thanks for watching, have fun, enjoy your modelling, peace out, rock on, and bye bye.